Hello and welcome to Microsoft Hates Greg. My name is Greg Deckler, and today we're going to be talking about theme generators. And again, this is going to be sort of like introduced. We're going to be doing a kind of a series of videos on Power BI alternatives. This is going to be a series of videos where I talk about different theme generators that are out there. So again, if there's anybody has a theme generator that I didn't list, which you're going to see here coming up pretty soon, if you have one that you want me to take a look at, then let me know. And today, so I wrote in the idea for this came from this Power BI theme generators blog article that I wrote like over 2 years ago, and I've been hounded at various times to update this article because it apparently appears very high in search results when you search for Power BI theme generator. Um, so in this one, I kind of go through Power BI Desktop and the themes gallery. We won't really belabor that. Maybe we'll take a look at that in another video. But the ones I want to take a look at today, and I haven't done a lot of prep work with this. I haven't really like gone through and tried these different tools too much. And I kind of want to keep it that way because I want this to be very, hey, this is me trying to use it for the first time and figure it out and that sort of thing, and how easy is the tool to use and that sort of thing. So, but I did. So the first one's is PowerBI.themegenerator.com. It was super basic when I actually took a look at this when I wrote this blog article. It doesn't even exist anymore. PowerBI.themegenerator.com. You can buy the domain. Let's see here. Okay, alpha domains, and you can go. So if anybody's looking to rank high in search results, I would think that having a domain for your Power BI theme generator, that's called Power BI theme generator, would be a good thing. So maybe you want to take a look at that. All right, then the next one I saw, there was I found like it was a really old blog article by Ruth talking about this Power BI template app and JSON theme file and stuff that she had built. It's actually been updated apparently, so it has right here 2024 edition. So complete JSON theme for Power BI by Kerbal. Um, and so it's the same price. It's 299 euros, and then excluding that's 239 euros. All right, whatever. And then there's a bundle, which is like you can get basically you get the JSON file and then an explanation, a guide for the JSON. You can get them both together for 449, excluding VAT's 359. Jeez, you guys pay a lot for VAT tax over there, man. Holy crap. Almost 100 euros just in VAT tax. But anyway, I mean, I honestly, I would love to know like how many of these does Ruth actually sell? Because I'm not sure that with all of the different options that are out there for themes, in terms of the themes guide and the amount of free um, theme generators that are out there, I can't believe that she sells too many of these, but maybe I'm wrong on that one. All right, so the one that we're going to spend some time on is PowerBI.tips. And also in this article, I had the Enterprise DNA. I'm not sure I'll be able to take a look at that one because I'm not sure I have access to the Analytics Hub anymore. And then we'll take a look at themes.pbx by Point, Power BI Theme Generator by BIBV as well. And then, maybe we'll make some conclusions after all that. But again, if you don't see one in here that you want me to take a look at, then let me know and we'll try to take a look at it as part of this series. Okay, so PowerBI.tips. If you go there, basically they have themes, right? You go to themes and you land on this page. I don't know what charts is. There's charts, takes me over here. Not sure what that does. Did it take me to a new window? How do I get back? Okay, that's kind of where even am I now? Okay, theme generator. Designer in Fabric. Designer in Fabric. What does that even mean? Page not found. Okay, there's the theme generator. No idea what else that other thing was. So there's a gallery. So they've got some pre-built themes here. I think that's fairly new. I don't remember that before. And then, so let's see here. So if I just wanted to, if I said I like this one. Okay, scrims? What's a scrim? That's a scrim apparently. So if I just download this, What do I get? Simple blue header blue dot zip. Windows file. That's a PBIX file or PBIP file. Simple header blue data set. Yeah, it's like the PBIP file or something like that. So it's not the theme, I guess. I can go in here. All right, man, again, I haven't taken a look at this in probably a year. So can't open report, cannot read simple header, report definition artifact is missing. Maybe it's because it's in a zip file. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, that's not really what I came here for. I was looking for a JSON theme. Let's see here. Go to wireframes. Okay. Download theme file. Download PBIP project. All right, so let's take a look at their palettes. Okay, so I remember this is pretty standard. I remember this from before. They had this kind of color slider kind of thing. And also you could input multiple the color wheel. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can slide this around. This is gradient. That's kind of nice because again, in Nick Deborah's, this gives you he uses these kind of color palettes to pretty good effect. What if I do vivid colors? Not sure that made too much of a difference. Ooh, there's very little difference between those. Kind of like this color wheel. I think that's kind of cool. So then if we add all of those, so those are in our palette now. And then I don't know what the difference between status colors, gradient colors. So these are more, you have to select these individually. And this is what I remember from, and then background colors, again, you can select them in structural colors. Does it give me like a preview as I'm selecting these, or this doesn't seem to be changing? I don't, if you, unless, so this is kind of what I remember about PowerBI.tips is that like they have a ton of, but you have to go through and set everything. Like they allow you to go in and tweak absolutely everything about a theme, basically. But I mean, I'm not sure it's really clear. Status color seems a bit where these are going to show up in my theme file, to be quite honest. It'll be interesting when I download this to see how this all shows up. So then I can go to text. Yeah, so again, this allows me to go in and say I can select. So it has my palette, it has my colors. I can go and increase my font sizes for small data label. But again, what does that mean, small data label? Like light, large label? Like where do these actually show up? Data title, large title, header. I don't know how these are going to end up being in the theme, right? Um, that would be nice information to have while I'm trying to go through and tweak this. Um, they do have this. I remember I think they didn't have this before, this upload theme file. That's nice. So that you could upload a current theme file that you have and then edit it in theory in edit theme JSON. That is premium. Continue with GitHub. Let's see what it does. Authorize Azure App Service static web apps. Okay. Grant consent. Oh, so that's a premium feature. They want to charge me $3.15 per month for that. I don't want to pay that. I wonder how much of this is really free now and versus have to pay for. Looks like they can build some icon sets. Yeah, and then this is where you can just basically, I mean, it take you years to go through all of this. Um, I don't know what this means. It's not italic. It is italic. What is this setting? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, geez. I mean, a lot of again, it would take a long time to go through and fully flesh out a one of these things. Is inverted selection mode. I don't even know what half these things even mean. I guess I'd need Ruth's guide to tell me what all these things are. Oh, they did fix this though. So this is pretty interesting. So one of my big complaints, my biggest complaints was they had placed the matrix visual in the wrong place. Which was really, it was one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. So if I do this versus global property, okay, global properties, page properties, and there's just a ton. So was I on like all properties before? I don't know. And then can I get back to it? So yeah, you could spend an entire lifetime going through and tweaking these things. All right. Okay, so back to my theme. Can I download this without paying for it? My new theme, that's fine. Oh, they won't allow me to say my new theme one. How about that? Download. Okay, here's the moment of truth, people. This is the real test here. Open with Notepad. Okay, this passes the test. Um, although it doesn't seem like it has my palette in there. It doesn't have my where are my colors? Like did I just download like part of the theme? Like, how does that work exactly? Um, but it is actually formatted and not just the man. Too often with these theme generators, man, it's just like bleh, a bunch of numbers and there's no formatting of tabs and or anything like that. But yeah, it didn't quite do what I thought it was going to do. If I go back to palette, the color wheel, that's I thought that had somehow that got lost. So if I had to add all, do I have to save it? Unlock with premium features. So that doesn't, so basically if I go to this and I set this, let's say that, I go back to palette. Okay, my palette's still there. So somewhere along the lines, maybe it's when I was doing the login or something, somewhere along the lines, things got jacked up and maybe it's when I was like trying to log in and do something, but that seems a little buggy to me. Let's say this and that. My palette's still there. Okay, my palette's still there. So let's try this again. I can't save it without paying for it, but I can set it up once. Right? Let's try this again. Okay, there we go. That's what I was expecting. There, now it's got all my settings and everything like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, and it's formatted. So thank goodness for that. Now, I'm betting that if I upload, yep, that's a premium feature. If I want to edit the JSON, yep, that's a premium feature. But I mean, as far as this is a pretty robust tool, I would say, in terms of you can, I mean, literally can do everything, like all the different settings that are out there. This looks like that's global properties, then page, the global, there's just a ton, right? So filled map, filter cards, filter pane. Yeah, so this is everything. And then you can actually go in and say, I want to format like my scatter chart specifically and how the legend's going to look and everything like that. So this is pretty cool. If you're looking for a free tool, right, this will do the job. Um, and you can keep it fairly simple, right? They give you, if all you're trying to do is not really mess around with everything in the file and all you need is a custom palette, they do have some pretty nice little options here, like the color wheel. Like I can do this, or this gradient right here, monochromatic. Oh, nice. Yeah, so there we go. That's another way to generate those kind of gradient type of things. See what else they have. Complementary. All right. Triad. Kind of cool. Tetrad. There we go. Interesting. custom. That just allows you to independently move these things around and that sort of thing. So, I mean, some pretty nice options for selecting colors and stuff, which is probably what 90% of like your people that are going to be creating a custom theme um, are going to be, are going to want to do. I think, then maybe I'm like spoiling this for some future ones. I've seen cooler color selections like Enterprise DNA. I remember they had one where you could upload a picture and it would go boom and it would create your theme colors for you, which I always thought was really cool because I mean a lot of my reports that I'm developing are for customers, right? So I could just upload the customer their customer logo and boom, I have the color palette for that particular customer, which is always customers always appreciate that sort of stuff. Um, but pretty cool. In this case, I probably have to have the customer give me their brand guidelines, which have like the hexadecimal, or the HSL kind of codes for their color palettes and stuff like that, and then load them up manually. So a little more work maybe that way. So maybe it'd be nice to have a few more color options, around that. But I mean, as far as like being able to go in for free and download, create a custom color palette, and even if you wanted to get even crazier and create, go through all the different properties for all the different visuals and customize them and then download it and have a properly formatted JSON file, thumbs up for PowerBI.tips. This tool has come a long way from when I first started using it way back when I first released it. So good job, Mike and Seth, for putting some investment in this tool. I like it. So as a first one, give it a thumbs up. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay $3.15 um, to be able to upload a theme file and edit it, or edit the JSON, which really, I mean, literally, I just download the JSON and then open it in Notepad or Visual Studio Code. So I'm not sure why they would charge extra for that. But anyway, not bad. I always don't, of course, I don't always like the paywall, but yeah, hey, these guys, put a lot of effort and time, and money in this thing, so they should be able to make some money off of it, I would think. So. All right. Well, that's all I had for this episode. Next episode, we'll take a look at another theme generator, and we'll just kind of knock them out until we've gone through them all. So that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.